Today is Sunday, fun day, and we are headed out to some friend's house. And it's been like 2 weeks since we delayed this meeting, but we're finally getting around to it. I was sick. Scooper was sick, so we're kind of a little bit better, but not really. I mean, I think it's just a common cold, but yeah, we'll see. Brian and I were supposed to clean the house today, but because of this, we are going to delay it for a moment. We'll clean a little bit when we get home. He's got a lot of work to do and a meeting tonight, so it's gonna be a quick in and out meeting, and then or get together and then head back home. Scooper, on the other hand, it's good for him to get out. He's super fussy, but the weekends are basically the time that me and Brian can actually spend, mostly Brian, with baby. we're here. Oh, thanks.
Where'd the boys go?
We're here. Scooper's gonna play for a moment. I know, windy now. Yeah! You having fun? Up, up, up. No, always up. We are back home with food and everything, and this guy is ready.
He just climbs up and like ready to sit.
Who do you think you're? Who do you think you're fooling, huh? Huh? Did you give him a critter? Brian, did you give him a critter? Here we got some Yoshinoya, steamed veggies, healthier option, and some beef and rice. Bum. Yogurt all over the floor. Place is a hot mess. We did not get a chance to clean up this place, but we will.
Let me see the
meetings.
bus yard notes.
So, Brian is working through the night as usual, and sometimes for me I feel like it's just too much work and it's not worth it. So I always tell him, hey, why don't you just go back to your normal 9-to-5 job? It's better because then you have more time with Scooper, with me. Right now, having his own business, he's just like constantly working through the night. It's like 2 a.m. right now. And I feel like it's because he always wants to keep his family employed, and he feels like he has to take care of them because they're kind of almost dependent on him to survive in life. So, speaking with family, my family has completely have been dismantled, and I think maybe about 2 days ago, it's official that it's like everyone is like going their own ways, which is kind of sad. If you guys follow me, then you know that we all had a fallout. My parents have 6 kids, and as of 2 days ago, they cut ties with every single person, and that last person was Vin, which I'm kind of like, I kind of predicted it already, and I told Vin, hey man, if you're gonna be where you're gonna be and take care of certain things, these are the things that you should know and you should be prepared for it. And he was just like, yeah, I'm good. And in the end, he just got screwed. And in a sense, I don't know, it just makes me feel a little bit concerned. I haven't slept for the past couple of days, even more so than my crazy sleeping schedules. But my mom reached out to me to ask me for help, and I'm kind of like, in a way, I feel kind of disregarded because she knows why I'm upset with her. We all know why I'm upset with them. I feel like they just kind of don't respect my feelings of why I'm upset with them. They think it's like whatever, and they just don't care. But whenever they need help from me, because right now they're fighting with Vin, then, you know, they want to just kind of reach out and just get my help. And usually I do help when I can, but, you know, I feel like it always goes back to square A. And I'm still upset with them. Like last time, they came in my house and then barged in and then was like, you know, telling me all their issues with Vin. This was like an ongoing issue with Vin for a couple months now, since like maybe last year. And so whenever they had issues, they just came in my house, and my sister AT was like, you know, that is just so weird that they would do that, knowing that you're still upset with them and just pretending like nothing happened. And AT basically changed the locks to my house and not let them have access into my house. She wouldn't even let me have the code to my own house because she probably thinks I'm going to be weak and let them back in. But I got into my house through the garage. You know, my Tesla is programmed, so that's the only way for me to get in. And then eventually, of course, I know my code now, the one that's new that AT changed. And so I think she's just trying to look out for me and like kind of give me my own privacy and let me like focus on myself and my family and not take care of people around me who don't really care about me. I mean, I feel sad that everyone else has families who, you know, genuinely they care about, they love, they support each other, but our family is just some crazy shit, you know what I mean? My parents still hang out with people who've molested us, who've raped people in my family, like who are blood members and also church members. It's just bad. I'm still upset with that situation, but they just kind of like ignore me and not really respect me and my feelings. And now that they're beefing with Vin, it's like they just cry out for help. And it was really hard for me, but I ignored them this time. And then I called my sister Lynn and asked her to handle them because I think she's the only one who really wants to handle them, knowing how, you know, messed up they are. And I think she's so far away, so it doesn't really affect her. She just kind of pops in and says hello here and there just to keep them calm. But yeah, like now, my oldest sister don't talk to my parents. Lynn barely. She lives far. Second oldest. And then there's AT, who's also beefing with my parents because she has her own issues with them. And then Hom is like in Japan. She also beefs with them, but not as much, like not as heavy. And then I'm beefing with them, and then Vin just recently started beefing with them, and it's pretty intense. Like, it's like a shit show over there at the other house, and I don't know what's going on, but it's just, I kind of don't want to get involved because, I don't know, it's almost like the same thing that happened last year with my older sister, and how my parents kicked her out, and now Vin's getting the boot too, so there's so many details and so many things that's so concerning. And as a parent, I feel like myself now, I don't know how I would not try to do my best to keep the family together. But at this point, they just want me. Of course, I'm the most favored one in the family because I've always taken care of them. I'm a little bit more popular than everyone else in the family because of my singing career, which bothered me a lot because they always kind of just showed me off, and I hated that. I just wanted them to like treat everyone in the family equally and love my sisters and my brother all the same, but there's a definite favoritism and hierarchy and stuff in this family that I don't appreciate. And I think I'm trying my best to think of the future and try not to be something like my parents. And I know they're old school and all, and so are a lot of people. So that's why I don't really, you know, give that excuse. I think they're just hard-headed and too proud to do the right thing. Many of you may have like arguments about how my family goes, but like I said many times, you don't really know what's going on. And even this time, Brian was like, my own husband who supports everything, he just said, just stay out of it, because it's just something you really can't get your fingers wet in. And it's sad because I always kind of wanted to keep everyone together, but then there's so many underlying issues that everyone just puts underneath the rug and not deal with, and everyone just gets upset, sad, and angry with each other. So we just have to take it as what it is and move forward and build our own families and try to do our best as parents and as people and human beings to just do the right thing. I think for me, I definitely try to support every single person in my family when it comes to sibling-wise, because I know my parents have been not too good to everyone, and I want to give everyone a fair chance when it comes to support and understanding, because everyone has their own lives, and sometimes it doesn't go accordingly to what my parents want, but I think I try to support everyone and let go of certain things where I don't agree with, but I can come to support, you know what I mean? Speaking of support, it's something that is very important when it comes to driving a good relationship with people you love. And at this point, I don't think they love their kids. I think they just had kids. It just went part of life. And then they kind of expected their kids to grovel at their knees and praise them and listen to everything they do, even though it's so wrong on so many levels. But I'm just not that type of person to support the wrong. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna get into too much details with the fights that's going on with Vin, but I told him so. And I'm not saying that Vin's right either, but it's like, it's very petty on both ends. So it's very disappointing. It's got me thinking and got me like, I guess, I don't know if that's keeping me awake. There's so many other things too that is going on in my life, so I haven't had a chance to really blow up, and I don't think I'm almost exhausted to a point where like you're over it. Before, I can go back and see my vlogs and see how angry I was and how upset and how I would lash out and I would, act out in a certain way on my vlogs. But now I'm very like, ugh, I'm tired. And so it's strange to see the changes that happens through the years. But my parents only have a few years left in their entire life, and it's a shame that they don't want to make it right. And I don't know what's going to happen when that time comes when they're not here anymore. Are we going to be sad? Are we going to be there? Are we going to even be part of it? What are we going to do? Like, every single one of us is just scattered and like destroyed. It makes me wonder, like, do you really want to have more kids? Because as you grow older, everyone just grows apart. They fight. I was watching the Vikings. I don't know if you guys watch the Vikings, but the guy Ragnar wants to have like a bunch of kids, preferably boys. to, honor him, and, his seed will grow and all that stuff. But as the kids grow older, even though they were close as younger beings, they kill each other off. I mean, of course, we're not to the extreme, but we just fight and we don't talk anymore. And it's like, why have kids if everyone's gonna grow apart, right? Of course, everyone's family is different, but for ours, it's like we're doomed. We're done. There's no turning back. And my parents don't really care for anyone but me. And I'm trying my best to just not deal with that. I want them to at least kind of acknowledge everyone's issues and kind of work it out. If they really want peace and want things to go smoothly and things to go back to normal, then they really have to make an effort to work it out with every single one of their kids and address the issues. But they just don't want to. They just want things their way, and it's very frustrating. And the more that we don't see each other, the more that we don't talk to each other, the less emotions you have and you're less attached to that person, which leads to kind of like detached overall. And I feel like it's going to be a real sad situation when their time comes and no one's going to be there for them. Alright guys, I hope you guys kind of get a sense of what I'm blabbering about. I hope I didn't waste your time, but it's just something I just wanted to kind of let off my chest, so that one day when I look back how things are in this moment of time, so good night, and hope for better days. Stop family hate and support.